Have you ever thought that a small handful of nuts each day could help you better control your blood sugar, protect your heart, and reduce the risk of diabetes complications? It may sound simple, but science has proven that this is entirely possible. If you are struggling with fatigue, unstable blood sugar levels, or constantly worrying about what you eat, then this video is made just for you. I will show you the 5 best types of nuts for people with diabetes, all researched and proven. Each of these nuts is not just a simple snack. They contain important nutrients such as fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, and antioxidants. All of these help stabilize blood sugar and improve your overall health. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the final nut might surprise you. It is affordable, easy to find, and yet a quiet weapon that helps you effectively manage your diabetes. Do not skip it, because your health is your most valuable treasure. Let us begin the journey of discovering the 5 best nuts for people with diabetes, with a familiar yet incredibly effective name: almonds. If you are living with diabetes, you may have heard that almonds are a healthy snack. But do you really know why this small nut has such a powerful effect on blood sugar control? Almonds are not just delicious. They are a valuable source of nutrition that can change how your body responds to insulin and blood sugar. In a 2011 study published in the journal Metabolism, scientists found that within just 12 weeks, adding almonds to the daily diet significantly improved blood sugar levels in people with diabetes. Another study in 2017 further confirmed that after 24 weeks of eating almonds daily, participants had more stable blood sugar, better blood pressure, and a reduced risk of heart disease. So what makes almonds so special? First of all, almonds are rich in healthy fats, mainly monounsaturated fats. These fats help improve cholesterol by lowering LDL, bad cholesterol, and raising HDL, good cholesterol. For people with diabetes, maintaining stable cholesterol levels is extremely important to protect the heart, which is a vulnerable organ due to diabetes complications. Not only that, almonds are very high in fiber, with about 3.5 grams of fiber per 28 gram serving, approximately 23 almonds. Fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugar from food into the blood. This prevents blood sugar spikes after meals. It is especially helpful for those who often feel tired or dizzy after eating carbohydrates or sweets. In addition, almonds contain a large amount of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from damage caused by oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a key contributor to complications in the nerves, eyes, and kidneys in people with diabetes. A 28-gram serving of almonds provides 7.3 milligrams of vitamin E, which is about 50% of the daily requirement. If you often feel hungry between meals, especially in the afternoon or at night, almonds are also a great choice. They help curb hunger without raising your blood sugar. The combination of 6 grams of protein, 14 grams of healthy fat, and fiber in almonds creates a lasting feeling of fullness. It also reduces cravings, especially for sweets, which is a common reason why people with diabetes have difficulty managing their blood sugar. We must also mention another important mineral in almonds, magnesium. A 28-gram serving of almonds contains about 76 milligrams of magnesium, which is about 20% of the daily requirement. Magnesium not only helps improve insulin sensitivity, but also supports sleep, reduces anxiety, and regulates blood pressure. All of these are important factors for people with diabetes. Another big advantage of almonds is their versatility. You can easily incorporate almonds into your daily meals without making big changes. You can eat almonds directly as a snack, mix them into salads, sprinkle on yogurt, add to smoothies, or include in your morning oatmeal. If you like baking, try replacing wheat flour with almond flour. It is both delicious and better for your blood sugar. However, the most important thing is portion control. Even though almonds have many benefits, they are also high in calories. A small handful, about 23 almonds, contains nearly 160 calories. So you should not eat too many at once, especially if you are monitoring your weight. For older adults, eating about 1 handful per day, or 28 grams, is enough to enjoy the benefits without gaining weight or increasing overall calorie intake. You should also choose almonds that are unsalted and not fried. The best option is dry roasted, unsalted almonds. Avoid almonds coated with sugar or chocolate because they will have the opposite effect and increase your blood sugar and the risk of complications. If you are taking diabetes medication or have related health conditions, be sure to talk with your doctor before increasing your almond intake. Even though almonds are natural, in some cases such as kidney disease, monitoring potassium and magnesium levels closely is necessary. Overall, almonds are a convenient, tasty snack that helps you control your blood sugar, lower bad cholesterol, support your heart, and prevent serious complications from diabetes. Just a small habit, like replacing cookies or sweet pastries with a handful of almonds, can make a big difference in your health. If you found this section helpful, do not forget to like and share it with your loved ones. And if you have been eating almonds every day, let me know in the comments below how it has changed your health. If almonds are known for their gentle and cleansing properties, then walnuts bring a sense of richness and completeness, not only in flavor but also in nutritional value. This nut, shaped like a brain, is truly a wonderful gift for people living with diabetes. And if you have not yet added walnuts to your daily meals, you might be missing one of the simplest and most effective secrets to stabilizing blood sugar and protecting your heart. Did you know that just a small handful of walnuts each day could significantly reduce your risk of developing diabetes? A long-term study published in the journal BMJ Open Diabetes Research and Care followed 34,121 people over time. The results showed that those who regularly consumed walnuts or walnut-based products had a 50% lower risk of developing diabetes compared to those who did not. That is impressive, isn't it? So why do walnuts have such a powerful effect? The answer lies in the unique combination of monounsaturated fats, fiber, plant-based protein, and especially omega-3 fatty acids. In a 28-gram serving, or about 14 walnut halves, you get approximately 2.5 grams of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based form of omega-3. This nutrient has strong anti-inflammatory properties and plays an important role in reducing insulin resistance and protecting blood vessels. People with diabetes often face prolonged, silent inflammation. Chronic inflammation not only makes it harder for insulin to work but also damages the nervous system, heart, kidneys, and eyes. The omega-3 in walnuts helps calm these inflammatory responses, which in turn improves insulin sensitivity, stabilizes blood sugar, and slows blood vessel damage. Beyond omega-3, walnuts also contain powerful antioxidants such as polyphenols and ellagic acid. These compounds help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. For older adults living with diabetes, this is a key factor in slowing cellular aging, improving memory, and preventing nerve-related complications. And that is not all. Walnuts also help improve blood lipids, which is one of the major risk factors for cardiovascular disease in people with diabetes. Many studies have shown that those who eat walnuts regularly tend to have lower LDL, bad cholesterol, higher HDL, good cholesterol, and better triglyceride levels. A 6-month study at Yale University even found that when added to the diet without reducing total calories, walnuts did not lead to weight gain. On the contrary, they improved cardiovascular markers. You may wonder if the high fat and calorie content in walnuts will lead to weight gain. The good news is that the fat in walnuts is healthy fat, which helps you feel full longer and reduces the need to snack or consume more sugar. In fact, people who eat walnuts often have better weight control because they feel full longer and have fewer cravings for sweets. In 28 grams of walnuts, you also get about 4 grams of plant-based protein and 2 grams of fiber. That is enough to help stabilize blood sugar after meals and maintain steady energy levels throughout the afternoon. This is why many nutrition experts recommend walnuts as a snack instead of cookies or other starchy sweets. Walnuts are also rich in minerals such as magnesium, potassium, zinc, and copper. These trace elements are essential for the body to function smoothly. Magnesium helps regulate blood sugar and lower blood pressure. Zinc supports the immune system and tissue healing. Potassium regulates heart rhythm and supports kidney function, which is a highly vulnerable organ in people with long-term diabetes. One of the great strengths of walnuts is their versatility in cooking. You can eat them raw, dry roasted, chopped, and sprinkled on salads, mixed into yogurt, added to oatmeal, used in baking, or even combined with fruits and honey for a light dessert. If you enjoy savory dishes, try honey-glazed salmon with walnuts. It is not only visually appealing, but also a nutritionally complete and light dinner. However, just like with other nuts, portion control is key. A standard serving is about 28 grams per day, equivalent to 14 walnut halves. This amount is sufficient to gain all the benefits without excessively increasing your total calorie intake. For older adults, this is also a suitable portion that does not strain the digestive system or cause bloating. When buying walnuts, choose whole, unsalted, and sugar-free varieties. If possible, go for organic walnuts or at least those that have not been chemically treated. Avoid butter-roasted, honey-glazed, or chocolate-coated walnuts, as they can cause sudden blood sugar spikes and negate the health benefits. And do not forget, if you are being treated for diabetes or have kidney-related conditions, consult your doctor or a registered dietitian before making walnuts a regular part of your diet, especially if you are monitoring potassium levels or using blood-thinning medications. Walnuts are not just a tasty snack. They are a powerful ally for people with diabetes. From improving blood lipids, stabilizing blood sugar, reducing inflammation, to protecting nerves and the heart. This nut truly deserves a place in a healthy lifestyle for older adults and those living with chronic conditions. If you are looking for a simple, easy-to-follow method that brings clear health benefits, try eating a handful of walnuts each day. Your body will thank you for it. When people mention cashews, many often think of a rich and flavorful snack, sometimes seasoned or roasted with salt. But few know that when used properly, cashews can become an important part of the diet for people with diabetes. Cashews are not only easy to eat and easy to incorporate into meals, but they also bring practical benefits for heart health, blood pressure, and blood sugar control. A study published in 2018 involving 300 people with type 2 diabetes showed that those who followed a cashew-rich diet for 12 weeks experienced a significant reduction in blood pressure and an increase in HDL, good cholesterol, without gaining weight or raising blood sugar levels. This demonstrates that cashews are not only safe, but also beneficial when used wisely. So what exactly is in cashews that makes them so helpful for people with diabetes? The first standout feature is the content of monounsaturated fats, which are healthy fats that help balance cholesterol, lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and support heart health. Each 28-gram serving of cashews, about 18 nuts, contains about 12 grams of fat, most of which is good fat that helps soften blood vessel walls, reduce inflammation, and support healthy circulation. The second key benefit is magnesium, an essential mineral that improves insulin sensitivity and regulates blood sugar levels. Just one serving of cashews gives you about 82 milligrams of magnesium, which is nearly 20% of the daily requirement. Magnesium acts like a key that opens the door for glucose to enter cells, making insulin work more effectively. Cashews also provide a moderate amount of protein, about 5 grams per serving, along with 1 gram of fiber and essential micronutrients such as copper, zinc, phosphorus, and iron. All of these play important roles in protecting the nervous system, supporting circulation, and enhancing sugar metabolism. Another benefit that often goes unnoticed is that cashews contain vitamin E and strong antioxidants. These compounds help reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the main causes of nerve, eye, and kidney complications in people with diabetes. When the body is under prolonged oxidative stress, cells are easily damaged, insulin becomes less effective, and blood sugar becomes harder to control. The antioxidants in cashews help calm this silent damage and prevent complications from progressing. If you often feel tired, dizzy, or suddenly crave sweets, cashews can be a smart substitute. Thanks to the combination of protein, fat, and a bit of fiber, cashews help create a lasting feeling of fullness and reduce the urge to snack, especially in the late morning or evening. However, like all nuts, the key is in portion control. Cashews are calorie-dense, with each 28-gram serving providing about 157 calories. You should limit your intake to 1 handful per day to avoid unwanted weight gain. Cashews are also very versatile in use. You can eat them raw, dry roasted without salt, or grind them into cashew butter to spread on whole grain bread. Cashews are also used to make unsweetened cashew milk, a great alternative to cow's milk for those who are lactose intolerant. If you enjoy cooking, try making pumpkin soup with blended cashews instead of cream. It is smooth, nutritious, and will not raise your blood sugar. Another popular dish among vegetarians is cashew cheese, made from soaked cashews blended with garlic, lemon, and a little salt. This vegan cheese can be spread on bread, tossed into salads, or used as a sauce for baked dishes. Not only is it tasty, but it also helps reduce saturated fat intake from animal cheese while maintaining a rich flavor. When choosing cashews, prioritize those that are not salted, not sweetened, and not fried in oil. Natural, dry, roasted, or raw cashews are the best options. If possible, choose organic varieties with clear certifications to ensure they are free of pesticide residue. One important note is that if you are taking blood sugar lowering or blood pressure medications, you should consult your doctor before adding cashews to your regular diet. cashews may slightly lower blood pressure and improve insulin sensitivity. When combined with medication, they may increase the risk of low blood sugar in some individuals. Additionally, those with a history of oxalate kidney stones or impaired kidney function should consume cashews in moderation, as this nut contains a certain amount of oxalates. While not everyone is affected, it is best to monitor your personal health condition closely. Ultimately, the best thing about cashews is the satisfaction they bring when eaten. Their naturally sweet, rich flavor and gentle crunch make them enjoyable without feeling like you are eating something just for your health. This is especially important for older adults, for whom eating should be both nutritious and joyful. Cashews are a clear example that protecting your health does not require anything extravagant. Sometimes it is the simple, familiar, and easy-to-access foods that bring the greatest benefits when used correctly. If you have used cashews in your meals before, feel free to share how you incorporate them. Do you prefer to eat them directly, make milk, or prepare savory dishes? And if you have not tried them yet, today might be a good day to start. In the list of nuts that are good for people with diabetes, there is one name that is often overlooked because of its small and familiar appearance: pistachios. But you will be surprised to know that pistachios are actually one of the most valuable nuts for supporting blood sugar, protecting the heart, and improving overall health when you know how to include them in your daily diet. A study published in 2015 on people with type 2 diabetes showed promising results. After 4 weeks on a pistachio-rich diet, participants not only improved their HDL to LDL cholesterol ratio, but also significantly reduced their triglyceride levels. Triglycerides are a type of fat in the blood that is closely linked to cardiovascular complications in people with diabetes. What is even more notable is that these results were achieved without major changes to the overall diet. Why does such a small nut like pistachios make such a big difference? The first thing to know is that pistachios contain a lot of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. These fats are proven to reduce LDL, increase HDL, and lower inflammation in the body. For people living with diabetes, chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons for reduced insulin sensitivity and damage to the heart, nerves, and kidneys. Adding healthy fats from pistachios can naturally help soothe these inflammatory responses. Each 28-gram serving of pistachios, which is about 49 nuts, contains around 13 grams of fat, most of which are healthy fats. In addition, pistachios provide 6 grams of plant-based protein, 2.9 grams of fiber, and are a rich source of vitamin B6. This vitamin is important for brain function, red blood cell production, and improving sugar metabolism. The fiber in pistachios plays a vital role for people with diabetes. When consumed, fiber slows down the absorption of glucose from the intestines into the blood. This helps prevent blood sugar spikes after meals. Moreover, fiber also nourishes a healthy gut microbiome, a foundational factor that influences insulin balance, inflammation control, and mood improvement. One special thing about pistachios is that they have a very low glycemic index, only about 15. This means that pistachios barely raise blood sugar levels and even support the steady release of glucose into the bloodstream. This is a key factor when choosing food for people with diabetes. Additionally, pistachios are rich in antioxidants, especially vitamin E and polyphenols. These compounds help protect cells from damage caused by oxidative stress. In people with diabetes, prolonged high blood sugar levels produce free radicals that damage cells. When cells are damaged, the body responds with increased inflammation, worsening insulin resistance, and speeding up disease progression. Regular consumption of pistachios not only protects cells, but also supports nerve function and helps reduce the risk of complications in the eyes, kidneys, and heart, areas most vulnerable in long-term diabetes. Another significant benefit is that pistachios help control weight and reduce cravings. The combination of fat, protein, and fiber in this nut helps you feel full longer and limits unnecessary snacking, especially in the afternoon or after dinner. This is very important for people who need to maintain a stable weight, because being overweight is a major risk factor for both diabetes and heart disease. Eating pistachios is also very easy. You can eat them directly as a snack, sprinkle them on salads, mix into unsweetened yogurt, or use as a topping for oatmeal breakfasts. If you like sweets but want to avoid sugar, try making frozen banana ice cream with pistachios, a cool dessert that is naturally sweet and rich in nutrients. In savory dishes, pistachios can also be crushed and used as a crust for baked salmon, mixed into pesto sauce instead of pine nuts, or added to brown rice to enhance flavor and crunch. The mild aroma, creamy taste, and light green color of pistachios make dishes both visually appealing and nutritionally complete. However, there is an important note. Pistachios may contain salt if you buy pre-roasted varieties. Choose unsalted or dry roasted types to avoid raising blood pressure, which is already a high risk for people with diabetes. If you must buy salted pistachios, read the label carefully to ensure the sodium content does not exceed 140 milligrams per serving. Also, be mindful of portion control. A standard serving is about 28 grams, equivalent to 49 pistachios. This provides around 160 calories, enough to supply the energy and nutrients you need without exceeding your daily calorie limit. One interesting thing about pistachios is that having to shell them slows down your eating. This unintentionally helps you eat less and feel fuller faster. For those who need to monitor food intake, this small habit can make a noticeable difference. If you are taking blood sugar or lipid control medication, you can still eat pistachios, but should observe your body's response during the first few days. Since pistachios may enhance insulin function and lower cholesterol, they could increase the effectiveness of your medication and cause mild hypoglycemia in some cases. It is best to add pistachios to your meals gradually, starting with half a serving per day, then increasing if you feel comfortable. And do not forget to drink enough water, because fiber in pistachios works better when the body is well hydrated. If you are looking for a healthy, easy-to-prepare, delicious snack that supports blood sugar control, pistachios are a perfect choice. They not only soothe hunger and keep you full longer, but also help you proactively prevent the dangerous complications that people with diabetes often face. If there is one type of nut that is easy to find, easy to eat, affordable, and offers many benefits for people with diabetes, it is peanuts. Although peanuts are classified as legumes rather than tree nuts like almonds or walnuts, their nutritional value and effects on blood sugar health fully justify their place among the top diabetes-friendly foods. You may be familiar with images of salted roasted peanuts served at parties or peanut butter spread on bread. But when used properly, peanuts can become an essential part of your diet, helping you control blood sugar, reduce cravings, and support healthy weight loss, all of which are critically important for people with type 2 diabetes. A study in 2013 conducted on a group of obese women at high risk for diabetes showed that adding peanuts to their diet helped improve blood sugar control, reduce appetite, and limit weight gain. Those who ate peanuts felt fuller longer, snacked less, and maintained stable energy throughout the day. So what is in peanuts that makes them so effective? First is fiber. A 28-gram serving of peanuts, which is about a small handful, contains nearly 2.5 grams of fiber. Fiber slows down digestion and the absorption of carbohydrates, helping prevent post-meal blood sugar spikes. For people with diabetes, keeping blood sugar stable after meals is the key to avoiding long-term complications. Next is plant-based protein. The same 28-gram serving provides about 7 to 8 grams of protein. Protein is not only important for maintaining muscle mass, but also helps slow digestion, increases satiety, and reduces sugar cravings. This is particularly helpful for those who struggle with afternoon or evening snack cravings. Peanuts are also rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind of fat that is good for your heart. Each serving contains around 14 grams of fat, most of which are healthy fats that help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, raise HDL, good cholesterol, and protect blood vessels from damage. This is extremely important, since people with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to develop heart disease than those without diabetes. Another unique benefit of peanuts is their ability to curb appetite. Thanks to the combination of protein, fiber, and fat, eating a small portion of peanuts can help you feel full longer and reduce your tendency to reach for starchy or sugary snacks, which are often the foods that worsen diabetes. Research also shows that peanuts help reduce belly fat, an important factor since visceral fat is directly linked to insulin resistance. Additionally, peanuts contain many vitamins and minerals such as vitamin E, folate, magnesium, and niacin. These nutrients help reduce inflammation, improve cell function, and protect the body from oxidative stress, a factor that accelerates complications like retinopathy, kidney disease, or peripheral neuropathy in long-term diabetes. Magnesium, for example, is present in peanuts at about 50 milligrams per serving. Magnesium helps the body use insulin more effectively, stabilizes heart rhythm, and supports sleep, something many older adults struggle with. Another advantage is that peanuts have a low glycemic index, only about 14, meaning they barely raise blood sugar after eating. This is why you can safely use peanuts as a snack instead of candy or baked goods without worrying about harming your blood sugar levels. However, to get the full benefits of peanuts, you need to pay attention to how you use them. First, choose dry roasted peanuts without added salt, sugar, or industrial oils. Many packaged peanuts on the market contain added salt, sugar, or unhealthy oils that are harmful to heart health and blood pressure. Second, portion control is essential. Although peanuts are healthy, they are still calorie-dense. Each 28-gram serving contains about 160 to 170 calories. Therefore, you should only consume a small handful per day, especially if you are trying to manage your weight. Another common form is peanut butter. This convenient product can be spread on whole grain bread, mixed into morning oatmeal, or added to smoothies for extra creaminess and protein. However, you need to choose natural peanut butter, with no added sugar, salt, or industrial oils. Check the label carefully. The ideal ingredient list should contain only peanuts. Some people may wonder whether peanuts cause allergies. The answer is yes. A small percentage of individuals with sensitive immune systems may have serious allergic reactions to peanuts. However, if you do not have a history of peanut allergy, incorporating peanuts into your diet is completely safe and beneficial. If you are taking diabetes medication, monitor your body's response when adding peanuts to your diet, especially if you are using medications that lower blood sugar. Like other nuts, peanuts may enhance blood sugar control, and in rare cases, this could lead to mild hypoglycemia, if not balanced with carbohydrates during meals. One simple way to start is to replace your afternoon cookies with a handful of dry roasted peanuts and a glass of water or a slice of apple. You will feel fuller, crave less, and have enough energy to stay active without feeling tired or dizzy due to low blood sugar. Peanuts are clear proof that good health does not require expensive choices. Sometimes it is the simple, familiar, and easy-to-access foods that bring the greatest benefits when used correctly. As you can see, just one small change, adding a handful of nuts to your daily meals, can support your blood sugar, protect your heart, and improve your health naturally without needing complicated steps. Whether it is almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, or peanuts, each type of nut offers its own unique benefits, helping you manage diabetes more effectively while still enjoying your meals. I understand that living with diabetes is not easy. Each meal must be carefully calculated. Blood sugar readings that rise and fall unpredictably can make you feel worried every day. But remember, the journey to better health does not have to begin with something big. Just starting with something small, like choosing the right kind of nuts, means you have already taken a big step in protecting your health. If you found today's sharing helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss upcoming videos. And please leave a comment below. I am always ready to listen to your health journey. Wishing you good health, peace of mind, and success in managing your diabetes. See you again in the next videos.